Hey, what's going on to all of my Pisces out there? So let's get into it. Can't even go ahead and actually do what I was doing before, where, you know, the two zodiac signs that gives me the most views, I do first. Because when I do, when I try to do something like that, you zodiac signs have been giving me so much support. Y'all been showing me so much love. Every time I think that there's a two clear-cut winners, you always have a zodiac sign that's coming up from behind and booting them out of that spot. So I can't even do that. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. So um anyway, so let's get into it. So for you Pisces, you have the Empress, Three of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Emperor. Then you have the King of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. This reading brought you, if this reading, right, gave you value, then that means that it's time for you to get a personal private reading from me or check out any one of my other services. The link to that is in the link to my website, as well as my Instagram page, my the link to my merch, as well as the link to my Amazon. They're all in the comment section below, from apparel or clothes to books to my Instagram page, which you can reach me, DM me personally, or to any one of my other services that I provide. Okay, so for you Pisces have got this situation going on, right? So you have the Empress. Okay, the Empress and the Three of Pentacles represents how a lot of you, okay. So a lot of you Pisces are not hanging out with anybody right now, right? Seriously, at least. The Empress, the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, this represents you Pisces letting everybody know that you're trying to get to know, or you're dating, or you're trying to get to know on that level, or just people in general, right? Your friends, letting them know, listen, you're letting them know that you're not with anybody right now, and you're not trying to necessarily get with anybody in particular. Not saying that you can't get with somebody, but you're just not trying to hang out with anybody right now in particular, because you Pisces are pretty much doing you. You Pisces are doing you. You Pisces are in a situation right now where you ultimately you're letting everyone know, you're going to be letting everyone know that you interact with romantically, that you're dating multiple people, or you're trying to get to know other people, or that if they don't act right, if they don't act like, this is a relationship, and if they don't, act like that or whatever, then you Pisces, basically, you're not going to hang around them for a very long time. So this is more so of a situation where, again, a lot of you Pisces are just had enough. A lot of you Pisces are just like, look, you doing you hanging out with whomever it is that you want. You're not going to put yourself out there like that to say that, you're promiscuous or something like this. But a lot of you Pisces are letting people know straight up what time it is. That if those people want to come in your life and play all these manipulative tricks, you Pisces you Pisces don't really have the time for it. And you will end up replacing that person with somebody else that may end up being a little bit more your speed, right? Someone that has some sort of act right, somebody that you can get along with better. The Emperor. So you have the Empress and the Emperor. So the Emperor now represents this being a situation for you where the Emperor is about, you're very much so powerful at this time because you set yourself free. A lot of you Pisces are single, because I don't necessarily see too many um like cards with a lot of people on them per se. You do have a couple, the Two of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, but this is more so about you Pisces setting yourselves free party, where this is about you Pisces, you Pisces are just, just being more of yourselves, letting people know what time it is, that, ultimately that, you're going to be hanging out with the people that you want to hang out with, and that people don't have a right, especially if you're not together, people don't have a right to be upset, right? Like if a person just met you a couple of days ago and you hanging out with somebody else and they're calling you or whatever, they can't be upset because the two of you just met, right? So how are they going to be so upset at the two, at the fact that the two of you just met and you're hanging out with other people? That doesn't make any sense. The two of you are not in a relationship, so it's not like you Pisces and it's not like you're cheating on this person. The two of you literally just met a few days ago, so you're still in the clear, right? And that's the one thing about relationships that a lot of people don't understand. This is what it is that I mean when I say there is a difference between cheating and playing the field, because that's a whole different animal. Cheating is when you're supposed to be in an established relationship and you still go out of the relationship. The person, you don't let the person know, you do not set it up. You don't let the person know that this is ultimately what it is that you wanted from the jump, from in the first place. And then you go behind your partner's back and then you hang out with somebody else in that romantic sense, and the two of you do what you do. Playing the field is when you have multiple people around you that you may be interested in, but you're not necessarily committed to any one of them because you may not have stepped up or this person may not have stepped up, so, or both. So the two of you are still very much so getting to know each other until, someone has made a strong decision. And, specifically, you've made a strong decision on who it is that you want to date monogamously, right? If you want to date monogamously at all, right? There's a lane open for that even. So there is a difference between playing the field. If you play the field, there really shouldn't be too many hearts that get broken because you're being honest, right? You're being honest. So it's not like people can be mad at you. People will get sad, but people won't necessarily be mad at you because you're not going behind other people's backs to get what it is that you want. You're telling them straight up, look, this is what it is that I want. So it's not like they can't act like they don't know. And that's what it is a lot of you Pisces are doing. A lot of you Pisces are being very much so clear with what you want, who you are. You're letting them know that, look, you're playing the field. You're getting to know a lot of different people. You have other people, right? And they shouldn't be so upset about it. And if they do get upset, and you let them know if they do get upset, then it's probably time that they stop hanging out with you, because you haven't made a decision. The King of Pentacles is if some of them decide to leave, then it is what it is. You Pisces should not be tripping over it. You shouldn't be getting mad over that. Some people are going to have a problem with it up front. That's just a part of it. The 2 of Cups represents, but a lot of people are going to be okay with it though, because everybody pretty much understands that the dating pool is open. It's open. It very much so is a it very much so is a global thing now. You can date pretty much whoever you want that'll have you all over the world, and you're not restricted to a geographical locations. You got people taking flights. Shout outs to them. And the thing is that you have the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is, the ones that you don't want to get to know any further, that rubbed you the wrong way. But it has to be a real red flag. It can't be a supposed red flag where it was, the person has 6 fingers or something like this. You know what I mean? On one of their hands or both of their hands. It has to be something real. It has to be, if you leave a person that you're getting to know, or you stop talking to one, or you excommunicate one, it has to be because, you and this person has, some real differences as to how the direction of the relationship is going. Something real serious like that. You know what I mean? Real, real or actual reconcilable differences, right? If you decide to leave. The Ten of Swords just is a representation of the same thing, right? Don't worry about it. Just move forward from them, right? So it's an extension of the Ten of Wands. And then you have the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords, right, is about how um, the the Nine of Swords, excuse me, the Knight of Swords, right? Knight of Swords, the warrior. The Knight of Swords is this is like I said, more people coming in anyway, trying to get to know you. So you do have a lot of people coming in, right? Um, Happy New Year, by the way. New Year is right around the corner. When I made this video, Happy New Year to y'all. Um, and as a result, I mean, we're already in 2023, basically. Uh, but you already have people coming in strong trying to get to know you. And that's what's up, though, because at the end of the day, that means that it's more opportunity for you to know what's going on, right? And a lot of people, sometimes people come by this page and they ask, well, what type of value are we getting? The value that I'm providing is I am showing you or letting you know using these cards as a demonstration what's going on now and what's going on in your future so that you can have a better understanding for you to be prepared so that if and when it happens, you know what goes on so that you won't be so surprised. You can actually prepare. The things that people don't understand is time is of the essence. And when you don't know what's going on around you, or when you don't know what's going on in the future, right, or potential future, right, it can be scary. These tarot readings is to help you understand what's going on. Yes, that's the value that I'm bringing. Okay, it's ultimately up to you because I respect your time, and I respect you. I respect your quote unquote intelligence enough, right? Because what is intelligence? But I respect your intelligence enough to be able to figure it out on your own. If you need a little bit more help, if you need some assistance, that's why it is I made myself available to get private readings in which you can contact me and get some today. The link to my website, which you can pay also on the website and contact me, is in the comment section below. So that's the value that I provide. So let's clarify the what'll bring it home. Okay, so let's clarify the Knight of Swords. So for my Pisces, you have the King of Wands, the Death card, the Ten of Swords, and you have the Nine of Wands. Excuse me. So the King of Wands represents, as of right now, a lot of you Pisces are going to hang out with whomever it is that you want, enjoy yourself, and just sit back and really pay attention to what's going on and see, what person can potentially be the best partner for yourself. That's the most well-rounded. Okay. So being vigilant, paying attention to who's coming to you and the kind of interaction that the two of you have when y'all hang out. And if it's not the correct interaction, well, then just excommunicate them. The death card, like I said, represents excommunicating them, right? Eliminating some of them from just kind of hanging out with you, right? Whenever it is that you don't want to hang out with them anymore because you don't think that you and them are respectfully sharing the same direction, right? Then obviously you can let them know that you don't necessarily want to continue to hang out with them. And it's not because you don't like them, but what it is because you do. But what it is is that obviously if the two of you have varying ideas of what evolution is supposed to be, right? Where their version of evolution is sitting down on a couch just watching television all day, or your, and your evolution is the two of you has to grow. And obviously, even if you like this person, if you're really serious about evolution and growth, you can't hang out with them anymore. And then, excuse me, the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Wands represents, and it may be difficult sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie. It may get difficult, but at the same time, it's something that has to ultimately be done, right? You have to do it, because if you don't, you're going to have the relationship is going to ultimately potentially turn bad, where the two of you really don't see eye to eye anymore. And once what started off as good and the two of y'all rocking with each other now turned into something else. Then you have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is, again, in that potential future, if you left them, if you didn't tell them that you didn't want to hang out with them and you still like them, what would happen? The relationship would end up also wearing itself out as well. So let's clarify the Seven of Swords. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords. So to clarify, we have the Three of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and last but not least, the Nine of Cups. So the Three of Swords represents how um, one of the things that you should watch out for is if a person has a lot of heartbreak and they have not learned to heal that. Like if they have not learned to heal a certain amount of that, you can't really hang out with this person, because this person will have really bad memories where they'll constantly go down memory lane trying to fix their ideas, not fix their ideas, but stop the things that happened to them earlier on in their life from coming true again. So they maybe end up being a little bit paranoid or too precautious, right? Talking about what it is that they've seen, right? Without they've learned, but they haven't learned how to apply that correctly or in a way that works for them. But they know that something's off when they see certain things, but they may be paranoid, right? Then you have the Nine of Pentacles, right? Defensive. The Nine of Pentacles is that, and again, this is where a lot of complications can end up happening, because they may end up, like I said, being defensive. And then you have the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Cups, them now being in a situation where now all of a sudden you Pisces end up doing something bad in the relationship, and then now they start blaming you for some things that you wasn't even plotting on them about. But overall, right, and then you have the Nine of Cups and them thinking that they were supposed to do this because they're defending themselves. But overall, this is a pretty good reading. You do have a lot of people for you to get to know, but at the same time, you're gonna have to be wise about the people that you're getting to know. But that's pretty much it. Trying to make this YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June 2023. As of right now, we have 3,770 subscribers. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Peace.